All right, everyone, what's going on? Week 2 is over. Technically, there are the Monday games, but we're not even going to talk about the Monday or Thursday games because this is a new week. Let's talk about these honorable mentions, though. First game is the Cincinnati Bengals and the 49ers, and to my stupidity, I picked the fucking Bengals because they were at home, and man, let me talk about this. For one, Joe Mixon got absolutely locked down. Andy Dalton was trash in this game. I don't care if he threw for 300 yards. He had like a 50 passer rating, dude. Don't come at me. Uh, Looking around here, man, I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, what a game he had, man. What a game. When he passed, man, he was completing them. But that 49ers defense, man, definitely the key to the win. Yeah, they scored 41 points. But, I mean, that defense, man, was really giving Andy Dalton and the Bengals some problems. So, that's that. Now, our second honorable mention may not be honorable, but it is because of this reason. The Ravens just got to play the two easiest teams, in my opinion, to play to start off the season. I mean, they played Miami, flogged them. They played this Cardinals team, and maybe they didn't blow them out, but they won the game. I mean, they should have blown them out, but that kind of tells you this Ravens team may be a little inconsistent. I don't know quite what happened. But regardless, man, it's got to hurt if you're a Cardinal fan because you tied and then you lost this game by a few points. Damn. But yeah, Lamar Jackson. Finally, one of the few games I got right this week. Seattle went into Pittsburgh. I think Ben Roethlisberger got injured at one point in this game, but Seattle still ended up winning in Pittsburgh like I said they would. Thank you very much, Seattle, for that. And this is just what Seattle does, man. And they're going to, like, last week the Bengals thought they were good because they hung in there. And I kind of forgot that Seattle's Seattle, and they like to fuck around with our heads. And they do it again. Why wouldn't they, man? Like, Seattle just, all these years, they'll lose to a really bad team, and then they'll come back and blow out a really good team. Come on. Maybe this wasn't a blowout. They only won by 2, but they still won. Get your heads out of your asses. All right, here we go. Week 3. It's funny, I always watch these games every single year. Tennessee versus Jacksonville. And I want to say Jacksonville. Something tells me I should say Jacksonville. But I really don't know because the Titans are a fucking inconsistent team, man. They can be good, they can be bad, they can be shit, they can be great. You really don't know what you're going to get. I mean, they blew out the Browns in Cleveland, which none of us probably expected. I thought the Browns were going to win that game by 7. They got destroyed. What the fuck? I'm taking Tennessee. I don't know when Nick Foles is due back. If he's due back now, I'm stupid. But I'm taking Tennessee in this game. Bengals at Bills. Bengals really didn't show me much today, but I think the Bengals are a better team than Buffalo. I think they can go into Buffalo and win, and I think they need their first win here, and they're going to fight even harder to get it. So, yeah, Bengals over Bills. Jets at Patriots. Obviously, I got to go with the Patriots. I mean, until they lose a game, I'm not going to not pick them. I mean, they're looking pretty hot right now. So, yeah, Patriots. Raiders at Vikings. Now, you know the Vikings, I think, just lost in Lambeau Field. Man, that division has a hard time playing in Lambeau Field, man, I swear. Like, everybody in that division just can't seem to play good football in that fucking stadium. Never have been able to. But, let's talk about this. I think Minnesota is better, and I think they're better than this team, and they're at home, so, I gotta go with Minnesota. I can't be stupid. Baltimore at Kansas City. Now, a lot of you think this is going to be a good game. I think it'll be close, maybe. I don't know. Interesting, because they lost Eric Weddle. But I still think Kansas City's going to win this game. I mean, they're at home, and they're just a really high-powered offense. I mean, you can't pick against this team. Plus, the defense is pretty good. Falcons at Colts. The Colts made a big upset today. Absolutely pissed me off. It pisses me off when the Colts do this without Andrew Luck. Really did piss me off. But I'm not taking the Colts. I'm not. No fucking way. I think the Falcons will win this game. Something tells me the Falcons can beat the Colts. Now, the Colts are probably better and they're at home, but I'm taking the Falcons as an upset, I guess. So, yeah. Broncos at Packers. Again, Lambeau Field, hard to play. And Denver is showing me signs of having a solid defense again. Then again, they are playing Chicago. Chicago's a defensive team, not an offensive team. They should be an offensive team, but they're not. So, I'm going with... I still think Green Bay is better. To be honest, I really think Green Bay is better. And, I'm taking them in this game. Alright, Miami at Dallas. Dallas, period, point blank. New York at Tampa Bay. And I wanted to make an honorable mention for the Panthers-Bucks game because the Bucks won. But you know what? I think someone for the Buccaneers had 3 sacks. I forget the guy's name. I'm taking Tampa Bay here. Because Jameis Winston is still a fresh arm. He's still a fresh quarterback. And I still think Jameis Winston has a little bit to prove before he can show. He's shown like flashes of greatness. He's never had a long extended period of time being good. Maybe here's where it starts. He could get the 2-1. Maybe 3-1. I don't know. We'll see how this game goes. But yeah, just know I'm taking Tampa Bay in this game. Carolina at Arizona. Now, I know Carolina looked really, really rough in week 2. I think they're going to have a bounce-back week this week. I think they've won like 4 or 5 straight games against the Cardinals, and that's when they were actually good. So I think that Carolina goes into Arizona and wins the game. I don't know how much they're going to win. It might be a close game. I don't know. Carolina loves to fucking play down to this shit team. Now, I was wrong last week when I said that the Cardinals aren't as good. Or I said that the Dolphins were better than the Cardinals. That's a complete bullshit lie. The Cardinals are better than the Dolphins, so my apologies there. Panthers over Cardinals. That's who I'm taking. Panthers all day. Steelers at 49ers. Now, I want someone down below to tell me if Ben will be back for next week. But I'm taking the 49ers because if this team stays healthy, man, Juszczyk, I like Juszczyk. He's from Ohio, I think. And also, Jimmy Garoppolo, man. The first week and the preseason, he was really sluggish. But now, this game in Cincinnati, he looked pretty solid. He looked really good. So maybe he's going to come out here this week and do the same. Pittsburgh's defense can be tough on you, but I think the Niners will pull this game out. Don't let me down. Saints at Seahawks. Again, Drew Brees went down in the Rams-Saints game. I do not know when he will be back, but I'm just going to pull out on a limb here and say that the Saints are better than the Seahawks, even in that loud-ass stadium. And I think the Saints go in there and get the win. Texans at Chargers. I think the Texans are going to win. I've made a mistake of picking the Chargers already this year. I'm not doing it again. Houston over San Diego. Los Angeles Rams at Cleveland Browns. I got to take the Rams here. I like Cleveland. I like the Browns. They're kind of like the Team America this year for me. But you know what? They're not America's team right now. They sucked in week 1. And I don't know how they're going to do on Monday Night Football. We'll see. I got the Rams, man. The Rams are going to go in there and kick the shit out of them. Finally, last but not least, Chicago going in to Washington. Man, I got... Because Washington really played that Eagles team hard. And Washington, I'm taking Washington. I'm taking Washington. You know what? I'm taking them. I want to see how they do here in this week. Because I think this team, even without Alex Smith, Case Keenum's a very solid number two quarterback. And I want to see just how he does this week. Never know. Alright, boys, so I'm going to put the record of mine this week on the screen. This will be uploaded later on tonight. Anyways, boys, I'm Walking Legend. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it, share with your family and friends, and of course, subscribe, man. Like, if your subscribe button is red, it means you're not subscribed. Hit the button. Peace. Alright, boys, so for this week, we went 7-7 so far, not counting the Eagles, Falcons game, or Thursday night, or Monday night. So we'll see what happens on the Eagles game and on the Monday game. But 7-7, not as good as last week when we went 9-6-1. But that overall improves our record to like 16-13-1. So not terrible, but you know, we need to get better. Hopefully this week we have a rebound week. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Walking Legend. If you like these predictions, by the way, like I said, man, subscribe. It's nothing to hurt you.